Welcome to the Daily Market Recap. Today is Wednesday, July 22, 2026. What a whirlwind session on Wall Street. Markets drifted in mixed territory post-close today, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq edging slightly lower, while energy prices took center stage. The main catalyst behind today's cautious sentiment was a 3% surge in crude oil prices driven by escalating geopolitical conflicts in the Middle East. That energy spike injected inflation fears back into the market, keeping a lid on stock rallies despite some explosive corporate earnings momentum. Taking a look at sector performance, energy was the absolute star performer of the day, surging alongside rising oil prices. Over in technology and hardware, we saw massive stock-specific fireworks powered by AI server giants, though mega-cap tech as a whole traded mixed as investors awaited major earnings reports. Utilities and consumer staples held their ground as steady defensive havens, while communication services and consumer discretionary lagged behind. So where does market psychology stand after all this action? The CNN Fear Greed Index currently sits at 43. Putting us right in fear territory. Investors are treading carefully, keeping plenty of cash on the sidelines as they weigh robust AI demand against rising geopolitical risks. Leading today's top headlines, Supermicro dropped a bombshell preliminary Q4 update that sent shockwaves through the tech sector. SMCI revealed gross margins nearly double analysts' forecasts and reported a mind-boggling backlog backed by over $60 billion in new orders for its liquid-cooled AI server racks. The stunning demand for AI infrastructure sent SMCI shares rocketing nearly 20% higher, revitalizing the entire AI hardware sector. Our second major story centers on the energy market, where crude oil jumped over 3% during today's trading session. Ongoing military conflicts and heightened tensions in the Middle East have reignited supply chain anxieties and threatened shipping lanes. The rapid rise in oil prices forced broader stock indices onto defense, putting upward pressure on inflation expectations and keeping equity markets cautious. Rounding out our top news, big tech earnings season officially kicked off with Alphabet delivering a monster second quarter earnings report. Alphabet posted a massive 24% revenue surge to $119 and ate-lined by an incredible 82% explosion in Google Cloud revenue driven by enterprise AI adoption. While heavy capital expenditures led to choppy after-hours trading, the results showcase unrelenting demand for enterprise AI solutions. Now, let me welcome you to everyone's favorite segment. Let's dive straight into today's top gainers and top losers making massive moves across Wall Street. Leading the pack on our top gainers list today, Supermicro exploded higher on record AI server orders and margin expansion. Westinghouse Airbrake WAB surged following strong freight transport demand. Dell Technologies Dell rallied in tandem with AI server peer SMCI and Riot Platforms. Our IoT popped as crypto mining stocks caught a strong bid. On the losing end of the tape, Makia Capital Acquisition MAS, UiPath, PAT, Reddit RDDT, and Lucid Group LCID took a heavy beating today, as investors rotated away from high valuation software, speculative tech, and EV stocks in search of profitability and lower valuation risk. Let's pull up the technical chart, starting with the S&P 500 ETF Trust SPY. Today, SPY traded within a defined range between a low of $744.36 and a high of $750.02, settling near $746.60. Immediate support rests right at $744, with stronger key support holding firm at $740. On the resistance side, bulls need to clear $750 to mount a fresh attempt toward the 52-week high at $760.40. Turning over to the tech-heavy Nasdaq ETF, QQQ, tech stocks experienced mild consolidation following recent historic rallies. QQQ is currently finding immediate support at the $705 mark, with secondary technical support down at $698. Key overhead resistance stands at $718, and a clean breakout above that level could open the gates for a rally towards $725. Finally, taking a look at small cap equities via the iShares Russell 2000 ETF, IWM showed steady resilience despite rising oil prices. Crucial support for IWM is holding solid around $290, with rock-solid secondary support at $285. Major resistance remains parked at the $298 to $300 zone, which small caps must surpass to confirm a broader market expansion. Over in the crypto world, Bitcoin BTC continues to exhibit robust bullish momentum. BTC pushed higher today, trading strongly near multi-week highs. Bitcoin is holding initial support at $65,000, with strong structural support below at $63,200. Overhead resistance sits at $68,500, with traders eyeing the major psychological target at $70,000. Ethereum, ETH, also joined the party, rallying above key resistance levels as buying interest expanded. Immediate support for Ethereum is holding firm at $3,400, followed by a secondary support floor at $3,250. On the upside, ETH faces key resistance at $3,000. $3,650, and breaking through could pave the way toward $3,800. Across the broader altcoin market, we saw selective green across high beta tokens and crypto infrastructure stocks. Institutional inflows into digital asset products remain strong, providing a solid floor under altcoins, even as total crypto market capitalization consolidates near recent highs. To wrap up today's recap, market sentiment remains cautious with the Fear-Greed Index sitting at 43. Investors are balancing geopolitical tensions against monster corporate earnings. Tomorrow, all eyes will be on weekly jobless claims, flash PMI manufacturing data, and the next batch of major earnings reports that could dictate market direction for the rest of the week. That is your daily market breakdown. If you found this update helpful and want to stay ahead of Wall Street every single day, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop a comment down below with the stocks you're trading. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.